Leaders are very unique people. They have a very simple distinction, and that is their thinking is different. Leaders do not think like followers. Leaders used to be followers, all of them. But what made them cross the line was a certain mentality that kicked in somewhere. Something happened to them that made them think differently. And I normally call that attitudes that influence people. If you want to be an impactful personality, you have to develop certain types of thinking and perceptions that change the way you see yourself and see the world. I call this the spirit of leadership.
To the seniors class of 2020 ASB. I thought I could do this anywhere, but I feel like this is where I've been the last few months, so I thought it would be good just to do it from here. So I looked to the side. I had to write a couple things down. I don't want to make this too long because I can speak a lot in person to you guys, but when I think back of your class, some of the things that stick out are that you guys believed in the mission of ASB and what we wanted to do and what we wanted to be like. Some of you that have been with us for a couple years helped come up with that mission statement. And even if you didn't, you continued to bring that mission statement, I think, to all the things that we did.
One piece of advice I have for future ASB is to be constantly learning from your mistakes and having a mindset where you want to improve things always. I think this is key to running better events and having more of a student-run community, and I think it will unlock ASB's potential.
If I had to give advice to the rest of ASB, I would say don't be afraid to take a second to take pride in the work that you've done. It's so easy to be focused on what you have to do next or be focused on what's coming up. So I just would say take a step back and be proud of what you've done.
Hi. My advice for everyone in ASB is to always go back and remember why you're doing what you're doing, because there's so many times you're going to be working so hard and you're going to hear negative feedback or people criticizing you, usually kids outside of ASB that have never done anything like ASB and they have no idea what you're doing, how you're working. And it's so important to remember why you're in there, why you're doing what you're doing, why you love what you're doing. I think that for me was a huge part of ASB. I always came back to that and why I loved being in that room every other day.
My favorite ASB memory was probably at ASB camp when you do those games, and like me and Mikey did the one where I wore the clipboard around my waist and Mikey was throwing the ping pong balls, and we won in like 7 seconds and beat the record by like 30 seconds.
I just learned that everyone has a different leadership style. I used to think there was 1 or 2 ways of doing it, because those are what you're seeing on TV and in your life, but everyone's different. I have a different leadership style than a lot of you that I've worked with. And I think just knowing that it's really important to help you work better with others. And just don't forget that not everyone's grown into their leadership yet. You might have already, and that's completely wonderful. But not everyone has. Some people are still trying to, gain confidence and work themselves up to being the leaders that they can be. They haven't reached their full potential yet. And so just don't forget to help encourage each other to get there, because you guys are going to need each other.
One of my favorite ASB memories was the holiday rally senior ASB dance, because we all did it together and looked like idiots together dancing on the gym floor, and it was something that I'm really, really gonna miss.
One of the main things I learned about leadership in ASB is that determination is a very important skill for being a leader, because you will constantly be hitting roadblocks as a leader, but the most important thing is to just stay optimistic and don't lose sight of your goals.
Something I've learned while being in ASB is really just like the power of confidence and how crazy it is that like once you believe in yourself, how quickly you will notice things will change and your leadership will improve. You'll feel more confident, you'll feel better about yourself and about leading others, and it'll just have an overall positive impact on the people you're leading. So yeah.
Take advantage of the platform that you're given and send it. Do what you love. Goodbye.
ASB is a special place. It's a really unique place. I'm so lucky to have gotten to be in it all 4 years of high school. It did a lot for me, and I hope it does a lot for you. I'll miss it, and I will miss all of you guys. Thank you for everything.
I think most of all, you inspire people, not just ASB, but the student body. Especially this year and under the circumstances, you guys have done a lot. Not just this year, but overall, I think you've really inspired other people to be better people and to care about their school. Think about how many things you guys have done and helped in the 4 years that you've been here. I'm so proud of you guys, and I'm very thankful and lucky to be able to spend all the time that I have with you guys, whether this was your first year in ASB or you've been in it for 4 years, or like a couple of you, 6 years. Love you guys. You know I'm always here. The ASB room's always open. If you ever need anything, you let me know, and I will see you guys soon.
Stay classy.